So hello class, this will be an introduction to SolidWorks. Uh, the objective of this tutorial is that you understand the basics of SolidWorks and that you and during the class we can do more complex stuff that can help you more to your final project. So to start, we'll click on File, then New. Then it will give you three options: Part, Assembly, and Drawing. For now, we will just click on Part. Double click. This is the main screen in SolidWorks. Here is your workplace where you will see all the sketches you do, all drawings, all the 3D figures. Here at the left side, you can see the different places where you can work. And also here, as you advance in your drawing, you will see all the changes that you have done. So you can go back to it and change whatever you like. For example, here we will start choosing alzado if it's in Spanish, or front plane if your SolidWorks is in English. Just left click here and it will give you some options like sketch, show, zoom to selection, normal to. We'll click sketch to start drawing. Then you will see these red arrows that will show you the origin. Red arrows will show you that you are in a sketch, and also here you can see editing sketch 1. So right now we are drawing in this plane. So for that we will use this type of tools that SolidWorks gives you, and you can see you can draw a rectangle, you can draw a circle, you can draw an hexagon, an ellipse. So right now we will draw a center rectangle. Here at the arrow you can click it and it will give you some options on how to draw a rectangle. You can draw it by choosing the corners, for example here, or you can draw it like in this option to choose first the center of the rectangle and then choose a corner. We'll choose this. Then we will go to our plane and left click at the center of our plane, at the origin. Just one click, and then we'll move the cursor and we will choose a dimension of our rectangle. It doesn't matter what dimension you choose. You just left click there and your rectangle is created. Then you could click here in the Greek check mark. Then you can click escape, and right now we would like to change the dimensions of our rectangle. To do this, we will use a very useful tool called Smart Dimension. We'll click it, and what this tool does is that we can change, as said, like any type of dimension of our drawing or our 3D model. So right now we will choose this side. We will click it, and then it will show us the actual length of this side of the rectangle. We'll click again, and it will allow us here to modify it. I've configured my SolidWorks. I think all the SolidWorks in the computers there in the tech also are in millimeters, so it's okay. It will show you 93.9 units, which in this case is millimeters. So right now we will modify this and put 100 millimeters and click enter. Then we will click the escape. We'll click we'll click this side of the rectangle and then click away, also the same. Then we will put also 100 units to make a square. You can click escape button, and now you have a square. You can use the scroll in your mouse to scroll away or scroll closer to the shape. So right now, what we would like to do is to pass from a 2D drawing to a 3D object. To do this, we will click here in Features. Remember, you're still editing the sketch one. So we click Features and it will give you some options. We will choose Extruded Boss/Base to create a 3D model from that surface. We'll click there and it will show you a 3D model and it will give you an option of 10 millimeters here of thickness. We will choose, in this case, because we want to create a cube, we'll choose 100 again and then click enter. You will now see that SolidWorks drew the cube, and to finalize it we will just click here in the green check mark. Now you have a cube in SolidWorks. Now a very important thing in SolidWorks is that you're able to move around your figure, so you can really modify it. So there are different ways to move around your figure. You can scroll it as before in the drawing, but also you can click your scroll button, your mouse, and hold it, and then move your cursor to rotate your model. It's a very good way to decide which phase to go. Also, you can click in this spacebar, and then you can choose at which phase you would like to see. For example, if I choose this one, it will move to that phase. If I hit spacebar again, I can choose, for example, this one, the side one, or you can just scroll down just to return to the phase that you want. Now to the next step, we will create a sketch in one side of the cube. To do this, we will left click in a face of the cube, and it will give you some options here. We will choose sketch. Now it's basically the same as it was before. You can create a drawing that we will later use to modify the cube. So right now we can rotate to see how this plane is located in the cube, and then we will just go again here to the tools, the sketching tools from SolidWorks, and choose again center rectangle. Then here SolidWorks give you some guidelines to choose where to put the center of your rectangle. You left click here and you do the same as before. You click it, you can go to Smart Dimension, you can click here to change this dimension. You can put, for example, 80 units, click enter, and we can click here again, click 80, and it will show you the square you have drawn. Now, if we want to position it at the center of the cube, then we will use also Smart Dimensions, still selected. We will click the center of the square we have drawn, and then we will click at the side of the cube. This will give you the distance from the center of the cube to that from the center of the square to that side of the cube. You click again, and since the sides of the cube are 100 millimeters, we will use 50 millimeters here, so it can be center. And if you want to center to this side, we will click again here and here. Oh, sorry, you need to click escape bar, then Smart Dimension again, click at the center here, and go to the side of the cube. It doesn't matter where you click, and it will give you the measurement. Then you put 50 again. Now you click escape, and now you have your square centered to a face of a cube. Now you're still editing the sketch tool, as you can see here. Then you go to features and you click extrude, as we did before. It will give you an option of an extrude, the same as before, 100 millimeters, but right now we will change it so it's not that big. We'll change it to 50 millimeters. Click enter, and SolidWorks changes this. Then you click OK here. You click here, and now you have a 3D model of a cube that has some square extruding from one of the faces. Now we will move to the other side of the cube here, and we do the same. We click at this side of the cube, and we click sketch, not edit sketch. Sketch, because edit sketch is for type stuff. So you click sketch, and now you can create a sketch at this side. You can see the red arrows here that indicates that you're in a sketch, and now it says here that you're editing the sketch number 3. For this one, instead of just creating another rectangle, we will use another tool, which is a circle. We'll create a circle, then we will go to this shape and decide where to put it. It doesn't matter really, you can later modify it with Smart Dimension. You click it, one click, then you click again, and you have your circle. You click again, Smart Dimension. If you want to change the diameter, just go a little away and maybe choose 70 millimeters. If we want to center our circle in the face of the cube, we'll click here with Smart Dimension, then click inside of the cube, and then right now it was already centered at this dimension, so we'll just click enter. Then to center from here to here, I will just click escape, then Smart Dimension, click here, and then click again here, and it will give you the measurement. In this case it wasn't centered, so here we just put 50 units. Then you can click escape button. Now we have a circle in this face. You can see it if you rotate it. We're still editing the sketch 3. Then you go to features again, but now instead of choosing extrude boss / base, we will use extruded cut. Okay, now that we chose extrude cut, SolidWorks gives you an option, gives you 50 millimeters of depth. So right now we'll change that and write 25 millimeters. Hit enter. You can see it changes the drawing. Then you click the green check mark, and SolidWorks change the 3D model. You can rotate and see how it changes. So we have a circular hole here and a square extrusion at the other side. Now for the homework, you will need to create other sketches at the other side, the other 4 sides of the cube, and do whatever you like. You can extrude it or you can cut it. The thing is that you experiment with the tools and with the different geometries. I will do another one so you can see how it's done. I can use this side, click again, then click sketch. Now to be creative, I will use polygon shape instead of the rectangle or the circle that we chose the other time. click polygon, then we'll click here, and we'll click again. It will give you some options. Here, give you the option of a pentagon. You can change this shape and put 7 sides instead. We click enter, changes, and then we click the green check mark. So we rotate here, and we can use smart dimension. We can click here to change the size. We can click maybe 60 dimension. We can then click escape, then smart dimension. You can click here, then to the side, and choose maybe 70. No, should be less. Like you can click here and you can move this this number, so it's easier for you to see it. You can also click it again and you can modify it. Maybe you can put 55, so it's in the region of the face. Now you can click again features and choose, for example, extrude boss / base. For this one you can put 15. This one you can do it different. It's just an example for to help you for the homework. Then click the green check mark, and again. Now see, you have circle, square, and another figure at this side. So that's your homework. To save it, just click File, then Save As. Choose where to save it. You can put it in desktop, for example, test 2 or test 1, whatever you like, and click Save. And it will save it in a type of this type of point PRT, point solid work part. So you click Save, and now it's safe. Okay. Hope you understand a little bit better the SolidWorks, and you see it isn't that hard. You only need to find the right button to push and where to find it. But these are the basic tools to draw in SolidWorks. Next class we will do, as I said before, a more complex shape that will help you in your final project. See you.